Garbagemen if Reddit. What are your pet peeves about all of us? What can we do to make your job better? I've been out of the game for a few years. But I'll name 2 that really pissed me off. If you can afford to not use dollar store garbage bags, please do so. They tear super easy to and make a goddamn mess that I then needed to clean up. And don't then fill the bloody things with heavy cat litter. Second, broken glass goes in a taped up box. Not the garbage bag. No one likes getting stabbed by random glass hidden in a garage bag. I bought really cheap budget garbage bags. Outside very light loads of paper. Not worth it. Spending a few more bucks on those heavy-duty, flex, bags have shown to be well worth it within my household. I'll never go back to anything else. Break down your cardboard boxes PLS thank you. Don't park in no parking zones or right next to tight alleyway entrances exits. Please put dirty diapers in garbage bags instead of leaving them loose in the can. We can't always collect mattresses, long pipes, pallets, etc. Please understand that we don't make those decisions. Some are made by our bosses, others by the laws of physics. Put your fucking needles in a goddamn sharps disposal container. Not a garbage man, but a maintenance worker who takes out a lot of garbage. Please stop putting liquids in the trash at stores or gas stations or anywhere someone would have to physically pull out the trash bag. Would you throw away a 3/4 full extra large soda at your own house? They make the bags so heavy and it will all come out of the bottom and will get everywhere. Then we have to mop or clean with a hose. Every time. If you don't want your drink, empty the liquids in a sink, gutter, or in some soil away from plants, and only throw the container away in the bin. My buddy was just telling me about this. But with piss bottles and cups from truckers at rest stops. Gross. Mine asked me to move my cans from out from under the sweeping tree limb. I just did not even realize it was in the way. It was though. Moved my cans. Apologized. Thankful they take away my trash. I worked for a parks department for a time. And I was the one to empty the garbage cans in all of the parks in the city. It's not very big. Putting things like whole vacuum cleaners, drug stashes, garbage bag full of household garbage, dead things, broken glass, bulk frozen things, unfinished dairy-based liquids, aren't cool. If you have 2 cans, space them at least 3 feet apart. Damn, I didn't even think about this. I got you next week fam. I'ma go out and spread those cheeks right now. Bust them cheeks bro. Based on a warning that could have been a fine I got while living with my mother-in-law my mother-in-law lived with me. Use bags. Don't pour cat litter directly in the bin. Edit, it was her. She had the cat but I got the warning because of her. I didn't do this shit. Goddamn guys. I guess I wasn't clear. As a cat owner, I cringe at this. How could you scoop the litter directly into a bin? Always use a bag. My neighbor loaded his garbage tote with extra sand leftover from building his fire pit. When the garbage man came to get it, he could not move it. He yowled in anger, tied a rope on it, dragged with the truck to the middle of the alley and finally managed to get it in position for the truck mechanism to lift the tote and empty it into the truck. The man was almost paralyzed with anger when he saw the sand. Such a nice guy, too. Those guys are under incredible pressure to complete their routes quickly. Anything you can do to smooth their way is a kindness. My collector would have written a ticket and refused to collect that can. In Japan you would get the note of shame, where anyone driving through the neighborhood can see that orange letter on your uncollected trash because you failed to follow simple recycling and/or trash separation. The building manager in my old condo was a legend. Once, I saw another unit on my floor had something weird taped to their door. It was a screenshot from the surveillance footage of them in the garbage room. Apparently they dumped a big bag of trash in the recycling bin rather than the dumpster. The building manager printed out the footage, taped it to their door, and brought the garbage back to their door too. Literally just don't be an ass. You know not to put sand or concrete or tiles, anything like that, into your can. Like, if it's something you yourself struggle to pick up, don't fucking put it in your can for someone to lift that plus every bit of your trash from the past week. I worked as a garbage man for a few years and I had to be put on workers' comp for herniating 3 discs cause someone filled their can with sheetrock and tile and covered it with loose paper. Like, if you're going to do it, let me see it so I can prep myself to pick it up. You putting too much weight into your can has the chance to change someone's life drastically forever. I do know I could have prevented it by just not taking the can, but I had already lifted it into the air when I realized and it was too late. We didn't have hydraulic lift, so I had to do it all by hand. 2 to 3K cans a day is rough when ya pick 'em all up. Edit. Also for specifics. Any pressurized air cans. That shit cannon will explode and has a good chance of seriously hurting the people on the back of the truck. Not a garbage man, but my cousin is. Don't hide a fucking boulder at the bottom of your can. Throw it in your neighbor's yard like the rest of us. My boyfriend has been a garbage man for over 10 years and the stuff he tells me is nuts. Everything in your can should be in a bag. Dog shit, cat litter, feminine hygiene products, cigarette butts and ashes, etc. Stop putting chemicals in the garbage. Every year my boyfriend and his coworkers get gassed and end up with chemical burns because people are too lazy to look up how to properly dispose of chemicals. Stop. It's so dangerous and only takes 5 minutes to look up the right way to get rid of it. For the love of God, please rinse out your can once in a while. Getting covered in hot garbage juice and maggots is disgusting and the smell is incredibly difficult to get rid of. You don't have to scrub your can out. Just hose out the inside at least once every summer. The guys and gals will be super thankful and more inclined to run your can up to your garage for you and more likely to take stuff they would normally have to tag and leave. They are people too. Treat them the way you would want to be treated. Their job sucks enough. Dirty, slimy, maggoty garbage cans gross me out. 2. I buy 96-gallon trash bags on Amazon and put a new liner in every week. They come in a box of 25, so I only have to buy 2 boxes a year. $40 total, and it sure beats cleaning out a filthy bin. Also, in the summer every time I throw a garbage bag into the lined bin, I give it a good spritz of bug killer. No more flies. No more maggots. Stop telling us we missed your bin when you forgot and put it out late. We have cameras on the trucks now. We can see straight through your lies. Word. It's not like we don't get paid to specifically see your can and touch it. But yeah. I missed you. Touch my can. You are paid to touch my can. Please. For the love of whatever deity you might worship. Secure your pool cleaners and stop hiding your car, motorcycle, etc. batteries in trash bags. I'm sorry you don't want to dispose of it properly. But it's going to be a bad day for you and me when I have to dump my entire truck's contents on your street because you or your neighbor's trash didn't play nice and started a chemical fire. And I didn't want the truck to explode. Not a garbage man, but I was a janitor for a year. Please. For the love of all that is good in this world, don't puke in trash cans. It is literally better for the puke to be on the ground than for it to be in a trash can. It is the nastiest and horrible thing to deal with. Trying to get a bag out of a trash can when there is puke in it. Imagine if there's a hole in the bag, etc. There. I've said my piece. I'll make peace with it now. I unfortunately just recently got my first puke bag. But one of my most upvoted comments on here is a huge diatribe about not puking in bathroom sinks. I would argue that that is possibly the only place worse to vomit than in the trash. At my old job, every once in a while some dickbag would puke in the urinal. I did this the other week. In my defense, I was standing at the urinal and had just finished, thank God, peeing. When I quite suddenly got extremely sick. My last meal had been mac and cheese. So it definitely did not flush. I had to scoop it out with my hand. Fortunately, I work in EMS, so I had easy access to medical gloves. Also, one of the noodles got stuck in my nose. So that was extremely unpleasant. Please don't let your dogs do their business on the bags. Asshole dog owner is probably letting their dog piss on somebody else's trash. So when you come across that, it's probably not the fault of the person whose trash you're picking up. In my city, dog walkers would delicately place their tiny green dog do bags on top of a garbage bag like some kind of little shit cherry on top of the trash sundae. We don't have time for that nonsense. If it falls off the bag to the sidewalk, that's where it stays.